Hey, what's up? This is Ross, and today I'm going to be doing a review on Into the Storm, which I just got done watching. And well, let's get to the main parts of what Into the Storm is really about. All right, in a southern rural town. Into the Storm is pretty much about a group of storm chasers that basically hit right in the middle of one of the worst storm seasons in the history of storm seasons. So, in other words, yeah, it is kind of like Twister, but on the other hand, it's a bit more melodramatic than Twister. In other words, it's a bit more soap opera-ish than Twister, okay? Now, the cast is relatively unknown. They're basically, most of them have come from like crime dramas and stuff like that, you know, Criminal Intent, CSI, you know, they those type of shows. All right. Well, what happens is that this team of storm chasers gets into basically what amounts to basically bringing their family on a trip, which isn't very smart, of course. And what happens next is the storms gradually start to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse until we see at the end, you know, the immense jaw-dropping, you know, F5 towards the end. Which, in my all honesty, is really the only reason why you should pay your money to go see it. Because that F5 at the end just absolutely blew Twister away from me. I mean, it really is no comparison. I mean, the effects in this movie are far more advanced and far more. They form faster. They move faster. They move around faster. They gulp up things faster. They are essentially faster moving. There's more life in these tornadoes than there were in Twister, because Twister was kind of something that was kind of like what they were first doing it at the time, you know. So it has more life to Twister in it. So that is really the only reason why you should pay your, you know, $8-10 to go see this movie for, is basically to see the F5 towards the end, which is an absolute awe-inspiring. It's incredible. All right. The movie itself, the acting is not very good. The acting is something that I would definitely say is more like out of a Lifetime movie network kind of acting and stuff. And this bears no more than just a Saturday evening sci-fi, you know, movie, had it not been for the expensive tornado effects, you know. And what I think this movie is it's more of a 21st century take on basically on the Twister thing, to try to bring natural disaster movies back. Because back in 96, you know, in 94, I think it was 95, 96 or something like that, they had these natural disaster movies, which it started in 96, okay? They had Twister, and then they had they had Independence Day, and then they had Volcano, and then they had Dante's Peak, and then you had it's in '98. You had what is it? The '98. You had a Deep Impact, and then you had Armageddon. You know, you have these natural disaster movies that they want to kind of bring back into the fold because they want to say, geez, you know, we can still do these natural disaster movies and stuff like that. Now, the movie isn't great, so basically what you're going to come to see this movie for is basically exactly what it's about, tornadoes. You don't give a shit about who cares about the actors and, you know, who cares about the characters in a tornado? Nobody comes to a damn movie, you know, because it's not real life. You know, it's not real life, it's not reality. So you don't care whether you come to the movie theater, you sit down, you're chomping popcorn while you're sitting there seeing people get sucked up into a tornado. I was chomping on an apple while I was sitting there seeing someone die on the screen of a tornado, because that's not what you watch these movies for. You watch these movies for to see the tornadoes and stuff like that, you know, and that's what you do, you know. So, in my all honest opinion, I would not rank this up very high. It's probably one of the summer duds for me. If you're really only saying that you're going to come for the tornadoes, that's really not worth giving it a lot of stars for. To me, the special effects are definitely worth 4 stars. Oh yeah. And the special effects were top notch. Now the acting and the plot was poor. I only give that like 2 stars. I'm sorry, I have to be honest with this movie. I'm giving it 1 star for the plot and the acting, and I'm giving it 1 more star for the effects total. So that's 2 stars that I rate this whole entire movie. 2 stars. It just wasn't that great. You want to save your money, wait until it comes out at like Redbox, or wait until it comes online so you can order it or something like that, or wait until it comes on Netflix. It's worth going to see if you're going to go for the tornadoes. If you're going to go for a storyline, if you're going to go for a plot, it's not worth it. It's not even worth it. Don't even waste your money. So that's what I have to say about Into the Storm. It was alright. That's all I can say. It was okay. You know, was it as good as Twister? Fuck no. It's not as good as Twister. Hell no. So that's it. That's all I have to say about it. And that is my review. And I hope you guys have a great week.